Fantasy. Big foul right there. Damn, dog. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, maybe it is. I'm tripping. I got two. Okay, maybe the game was tripping. Maybe that offensive lineman is superstar. The fuck? I look at another one.
I don't see how he wouldn't be a superstar. Yeah, fucking 84.
Hey, all right, he must be. I swear I looked over this on and said I had a rookie offensive lineman. He was on stars was open as rookies. Maybe I'm tripping. Linebacker definitely start off.
That's Memphis. Y'all niggas is pussy. Nothing you can do to stop me. Y'all niggas get so emotional. You remind me of my bitch. Nothing you can do to stop me. Let's go, bro. I'm saying.
Yo, Matt.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Ready?
Y'all like you.
Yeah, that's
I want to
better.
get to it.
Peace, all you special team niggas.
Mm.
Hi, mommy, Pinako. Let's get it. Consistency, fuck it. Premiere Season 3, Episode 1. Ballin' with the Guru. We right back at it. 2024 Draft Class Recap. We about to talk about those that fucked up, those that did good, those that are pain in the ass, those that don't know what they doing and they've been in the league way too long. Simple as that. Who won, who lost, who's got diaper dandies right away, and whose players are going to be impact players right away. Simple as that. You know who's starting, who's going to be a backup. When you get to the quarterback position and we in Season 4, not a lot of them that get drafted will be starters. Only the guys that ass and don't do shit with their rosters will need a quarterback. Simple as that. Aaron Green wasn't one of those. He's lucky to be drafted. He's a 76 overall, 82 speed, 82 excel. Very strong arm, 95 throw power. I like his deep accuracy as well. Now, I do think he's in a good situation. His situation is he's playing over there with one quarterback to challenge. And that one quarterback, to me, isn't... You know, they don't view him as the franchise. They had to have him as the franchise. He was the only one on the roster. But now they have a QB competition over here, especially if this guy comes in the league on an ability. Something other than a star. You know what I'm talking about? Something like a freak, something like a star, something like a superstar. And he's a star. It is what it is. I do think he has the ability to push the starter over there in Charleston. When you go to... the Tennessee Titans roster, which I will go to right now, as you can see, he's not that far off in his rookie year as a quarterback that's going into his third season. So if I see this and I'm the Titans, I would give this guy a clean look. I will make sure I'm looking at this kid and give him every opportunity during training camp and preseason, which we already went through, to figure out if this guy can actually be, you know, somebody that they can start. I think they probably would love the fact that Travis Charleston has a 86 speed, 86 excel, and he has a early cannon 98. But I do think this guy is even with him at throwing the football. Now, do they have to start this kid? No. But I do think they got to give him a shot. They really got to see what Travis can do outside of what he has shown them over the first two seasons of his career, which is not a whole lot. I mean, come on, bro. 2022 as a rookie, this guy had a 39.7 QB rating. To follow that up with a 63.6, he almost doubled it. But, you know, 30 interceptions, 20 interceptions, 28 interceptions. That's 58 interceptions, 18 touchdowns last year, and 7 as a rookie. Now, granted, he split time last year with Tannehill over there. But I don't think these numbers can have a quarterback comfortable at this is his starting team, starting job. He controls this offense. So in the Tennessee Titans situation, I don't know when they drafted this quarterback, but they got a really good quarterback that can, you know, push the starting quarterback over here for them. Because with numbers like this, there's no way, you know, any coach comes into the season knowing that they got their signal caller.
fourth round pick,
Fourth
man.
round pick.
He ain't in a super rush, but he need to get him out there, see what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Cause Snake, man, think about it, bro. This guy, the starter is really not playing good football. He hasn't played good football yet. I mean, at
I
all.
think you know, it's just that low floor, high ceiling. That the median between them is close enough that you can throw him out there and see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's still in a rebuilding process.
Yeah.
Retooling process. So it looked like he wanted to bring a young quarterback in with a young rookie running back in to start a regime over, start the rebuild process.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that. I think it's more pressure on Charleston than it is Aaron Green, though.
Definitely.
All right. The number 2 quarterback on our list right now is J.J. Farrell. Now, this was the number 1 quarterback in the draft out of Miami. 6'5", 225 pounds, 86 speed, 86 excel, 96 throw power. This kid is 84 across the board where it counts. Now, Snake, if I go to the Jets roster right now and they had, 3 seasons of Zach Wilson over here, right? Now, Zach Wilson is a 93 superstar, but this kid will unlock to a superstar too, J.J. Farrell. The Jets haven't had a good season. They haven't had a winning season in 3 years.
It looked like last year they tried to bring a quarterback in there to push Zach Wilson forward, but I don't think it happened. So looked like actually, Farrell would be the guy to push him for that starting job over there.
I mean, they got the number 1 quarterback in the draft, and I don't know what round they got him in, but they got the number 1 quarterback in the draft. And if they got him in the first round, this means something to me.
Yep, first round, pick 4.
It is no way they don't go into this off season. I mean, this training camp and their preseason battle has to really be on display. And this will be the talk. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna talk about the battle between Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson on the block. It looked like he had a veteran QB backup already that got drafted last year. You kind of got a guy back there that halfway knows the system a bit.
Yeah, man.
Top 5 pick is this safe to say that Zach Wilson on the block over here?
I would say he's on the block, and I will also say, they sent a clear message to Zach Wilson because they drafted him with the number 2 pick overall, and then they went and got the other kid with the number 4 overall. So in 3 drafts, 3 seasons, they went and got 2 top 5 quarterbacks. Drafted 2 quarterbacks in the top 5. So J.J. Farrell is looking like he's going to have a clean opportunity to really, change the direction of this franchise, man. And I think that's why they drafted him, to go in a different direction. So what does that mean for Zach Wilson? Is there a market out there for a quarterback like Zach Wilson? Still young, or a superstar.
25 years old. So off the top of the head, I know Seattle. Yeah, Seattle's out there.
I would say Texans, Seattle. Who else we looking at over there? This could have been a spot for the Packers, but you seen we about to see what they did.
He took 2 quarterbacks. Panthers. What about the Panthers?
Panthers. I like that they drafted a quarterback last year, though.
How comfortable is he with Barry Strait? Barry Strait's a star over there. Patriots went and got them a QB last year.
I don't think they want to deal with another Jets quarterback coming from New York to Carolina again, man. That experiment didn't go well.
Didn't go too well last time, right?
I don't think they ended that. Yeah, I think that was a real in and out situation.
Oh man, whatever young QBs that haven't. What you think about the Steelers?
I think they gotta at least let I think they need to let the Ohio State kid run out his contract before they make that decision. Because why not the Titans? Wow, right?
That might be the move right there.
Right? Would that not be the move?
Bring a veteran QB in there. Put Aaron Green on the Patrick Mahomes tip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then let Charleston and him battle it out. Who else we looking at? We looking at teams that need a quarterback, could use a quarterback. Chargers, Chiefs, cool. Colts. What about the Colts? Is Davion Branch safe over here? What about the Colts to go get a quarterback like that? 93 overall, already a superstar. It's an upgrade from Davion Branch, even though, you know, Davion Branch is in the same boat, man. He hasn't had a winning season as a starter yet.
Hey, you know, trade. That might be the move right there.
Man, who else we looking at?
Over there.
Who else we looking at? I mean, the Lions got to get their quarterback back that they, you know, they served their whole season on. The Patriots went and got Freddie Minor, so I want to say the Rams went and got there. They invested in theirs. Seahawks, you said Seahawks. Yep, Seahawks in my opinion. Yep, Seahawks looks like a really good destination for that type of quarterback right now. All right, man, we already on fire already with these quarterback situations right now. All right, so what do you think about the Patriots? I mean the Packers drafted Aaron McKnight. 5'11", 214 out of Texas. Definitely a dual threat quarterback. 91 speed, 91 excel, 93 agility, 93 change of direction. You know, 90 throw power. Everything's low except for his deep accuracy. That's in the 80s. Everything else is low 70s. So you're looking at a quarterback that's really more of a running quarterback than he is a passer, and we saw that at Texas. You know, they went to that RPO system. They tried a little bit of the spread offense. They had that weird shifting formation where they would have everybody, you know, offensive linemen and on spread over by the hash marks and shit, and then they motion back down. I think they called it the monster. Their offensive coordinator comes from Texas, from that offense. Do you think that's the direction that these Packers are trying to go into, where they bring out that monster offense? Where's a lot of you know, shifting and line coming back down, everybody spread out. It's almost like the swinging gate offense.
He tried to get him a QB. The first one he took was on Wood. So I think he just took the shot again at the second one. So he need to check his scouting department over there if he was just looking for his straight QB on traits or whatever. But he did bring in a vet, Tom Brady, over there. So, like, I don't maybe they still in the market for a quarterback over here, man. Maybe they should bring one. Go really look at one of these vets out here.
I mean, they seem like they're all over the place, to be honest with you. I don't know what this front office is doing up here, to be honest with you. I have no idea what they're doing. I thought this would be the season that you'll see them start to get back actively trying to clean up shit, and all we see is just more picks at more same position over and over again. Now, he said his first pick of the draft went corner, which gives him another corner in every draft so far. But he's, you know, at that, right? And he kind of missed out on him too, because to draft a corner that high and you go after the number one cornerback on the board, you're looking for a superstar or X factor, and he's a star. So that pisses him off. Then he comes back and he misses on the quarterback. You get the faster quarterback, but he's on normal. And then you go right back and come back and get another quarterback. So I just think they really in a bad situation over here. This might be the worst GM job in the world right now when it comes down to football. I don't think this GM will ever be hired again after the shit show he put on over here for the first 3 seasons. Now, Aaron McKnight, what do you get out of this type of quarterback? He's not the strongest arm thrower. He is fast. That puts him in the top, like, 5 to 6 quarterbacks in the league. Top 10, I would say. I mean, he could throw under pressure. He could throw on a run. But then with the direction of the league, this quarterback Aaron McKnight is 5'11". You know, it's hard to even see over the lineman. So I mean, at this point, he's an unproven commodity. He's more or less of a gadget player right now. He's an unproven commodity. It's a big question mark on him, I think. Yeah, big question mark on him, because it wasn't like he was highly talented at Texas. You know, they really came through that swinging gate offense with that, and I think that's just what it is. The offensive coordinator over there wants to get into that monster offense, and he thought, all right, I get this fast quarterback, the fastest quarterback in the draft, and hope to God he on some type of treat, and nope, missed. Simple as that, he missed. Now you go look at twice, right?
Three times, four
three times, four, about 4 times. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, hell yeah. I'm telling you, that GM needs to be fired faster than the fastest firing ever. Like, he need to just be like, walked in the office and be like, all right, that's it. Like, right after the first 2 picks, that GM should have lost his job.
Yeah. And in the war room, right in the middle of the war room, huh?
Just sitting there, like, yeah, just right on camera too. When it was their pick and they picked him, the owner should have been like, all right, that's enough, bro. I can't do this. Give me that cigar, you piece of shit. Get out of here. Like, it's a wrap. Don't even, don't even take a Packer uniform, gear, hat, nothing. Get out of here.
But the flip side to this, it could be a total rebuild. So I don't think we should be too quick to just totally judge him, because if it is a rebuild for the long haul, then maybe he's about to, start moving on from some veteran players, and then maybe instead of just looking for those players right now, maybe looking for some players for the future.
Listen, the ghost of Aaron Rodgers is going to haunt this team. You know it and I know it. The ghost of Aaron Rodgers, letting him go way too fast, is the reason why, they did. Remember, this all started from Aaron Rodgers wanting weapons, and they drafted Jordan Love, his replacement. Then they let Aaron Rodgers go a year too early, in my opinion, maybe 2 years too early, and went with Jordan Love and got no results out of that. So like, this all started from then, when Jordan Love was drafted behind Aaron Rodgers, when he asked for weapons and they didn't get any weapons. So then, they go get a veteran receiver in Mike Thomas, but that never really panned out the way they, after that first season Aaron Rodgers had with him, they didn't give it another shot. You got to give him another go at that, and he didn't. And they've been looking for a quarterback ever since then. That's why they drafted 2 of them very fast in this draft. But I also do think they want to get into that monster offense, bro. We all know what he do with that monster offense and how annoying it could be for defenses. So maybe that's the direction he was looking to go. And again, they brought that offensive coordinator over here. I mean, this might be the worst GM job ever. They hired the offensive coordinator.
More than Tom Brady.
Right.
System, bro.
Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I don't get it. I thought Tom Brady was going to be the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Things change real fast. How fast things can change in the offseason. All right. So we're looking at Dak St. Louis over here that got picked up from Iowa, 6'1", 214, to the Baltimore Ravens. 88 speed, 88 excel. Not the strongest arm, 89, and he's mid-average 75 across the board with everything from deep throwing to short accuracy. Medium 75, and you get throwing a run 84. This is where you get athletic at, throw under pressure solid, and his break sacks is high along with his play action. But he's an athlete. He can kind of, they brought him in to be really part of the pistol offense, the things that Lamar does with his legs. They brought in another quarterback. They got rid of Charlie Ward Jr. after drafting him last year. They needed a backup quarterback. They didn't, spend a high pick on him. And I think he can be a serviceable backup. He's not asked to start at all, and he can learn behind, Lamar Jackson and maybe take over from Lamar to this system. How do you like the pick?
We've seen this before in the Ravens system. They tend to bring those type of QBs, aka, like a Tyrod Taylor, learn the system, learn professional, and then they tend to move on to get jobs. So,
right.
The Ravens organization tend to develop their players and send them on, for greener pastures and just retool and reload. It's a good. He's on the bench. He'll be sitting down, learning behind one of the best QBs in the league, man. Great situation.
Great situation. You're 100% right. Now, Teddy Bates goes to the Packers as well. And in this situation, he's a star. But in this situation, they got themselves an actual winning quarterback. I don't know if he's not the starter right now. I think the moment they drafted him second, he was really their first pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, 6'4", 229, he's prototypical type of quarterback that's kind of what the league is changing into, those big body quarterbacks that got that Cam Newton frame, but very, very much more athletic at the dual threat set. And he got 93 throw power, and he's at 80 across the board where it matters. And he can still run that, that monster offense if that's what they're trying to do. So, like you said, you spit a dud on the first quarterback you went after, and then you come back and get the next one. And this one has an opportunity to actually be, you know, somebody they can pretty much probably build around. How about this? If Teddy Bates went to any other team but the Packers right now, will we be talking about him as, you know, better light? Will we see him in a better light?
Maybe the Texans. That's about it.
I mean, 78 overall is a pretty solid overall for a rookie quarterback. I like this. I mean, can this work? Can he work at? Can he bring them what they looking for out of the quarterback position? Thanks, babe. Out of the quarterback position. You want this? Or you got one?
To be honest, man, I think he needs to go get him a quality vet, man. Like, let's be honest, Brady's a little bit more of a coach at this stage of his career. He's not really looking to get on the field. He's holding a clipboard, and this is not the organization he really want to hold the clipboard for. So, like, but, you know, he's just here just to get a check. You know, he don't want to be out there, man. You need a vet. We just talked about a team. We should. He know who he need to call. I think that's what he need to go make a call. That way he don't rush. He don't put too much pressure on Bates. You already got a lot of pressure on them young quarterbacks over there by drafting 2 of them so close. And, man, like, you about to put the world on their shoulders, man. I think he should be in the market. We just talked about a vet QB, a young veteran QB.
Baker Mayfield sitting over there on the Browns roster as well, man. You got 2 guys you can bring in and really run the system.
Then you can still bring your backup QB and run your system.
Right. But I think they gonna go forward with Teddy Bates over Aaron McKnight.
Definitely.
All right. What about Leon White getting drafted to the Vikings? We seem like the Vikings been getting quarterbacks for the last 3 drafts too. 78 overall, 6'3", 230 pounds, out of California, 84 speed, 84 excel, 92 throw power, 84 short, 82 medium, 81 deep. I mean, I don't think this kid, he's hitting, but I don't think he gets on the field right now, bro. I think this is a guy that, honestly, I don't think they probably picked the best player available in their opinion, but I just think Walden is the starting quarterback over there. I mean, this kid is a superstar, though, and he came in the league with number 21 on. Jesus Christ. What are they doing over here? All the singles is gone? All the teams is gone? He said, I'm wearing 21, coach. Give me that 2-1 at the quarterback spot. Do we see this kid pushing Walden at all?
It's very possible. I mean, I think the talent level, there's no pressure over here. He was Leon White was a late pick. He was picked at was it 5th round? He's a 4th round pick 8. So there's no pressure. But I think there'll be packages for him. He does have the mobility. It is a difference in the mobility, and since he's 80s across the board, I think he'll push Walden for that starting spot over here.
And we got Circle Bob hard-headed ass goes right in and takes somebody's quarterback on the don't touch list, bro. He's a fucking pain in the ass, bro. Pain in the ass. Let's see if his punk ass pick up. Alright, so with that being said, I don't think I'm not going to find too many other rookie quarterbacks who start to get up in that age bracket where, you know, it wasn't that many of them in the first place. But do we see any clear-cut starters outside of maybe J.J. Farrell is probably the one that will start?
For
the Jets?
It should. Teddy Bates.
Teddy Bates will start too?
Yeah.
Teddy Bates and J.J. Farrell.
J.J. Farrell and J.J. Farrell.
So we've had a rookie quarterback start in every draft we've had so far. We had rookie quarterback start, so that's cool. You see 2 of them that, you know, will have shots to be starters over there. Now, the hot position.
Hold on, the Lions got a rookie quarterback.
Oh, the Lions got one too?
Arnold Walden.
Let me find it. He must be a little older. Yep, 22. Superstar. 84, 85 speed, 97 throw power. Did we see the last of Virgil? Did we see the last of Dylan Virgil?
That's what it looks like. Looks like there's another competition over here brewing. Holy cow, this dude a dog.
I like him. I think the Lions gonna fall in love with him too.
I think happy birthday.
Right.
So he traded for a QB and lost him, and then he picked.
Nah. He signed him back, but the game was tripping this offseason. A lot of those practice squad guys that was signed didn't sign for whatever reason. You know how this game, the game was tripping. So they all signed them, and then they still went to free agency.
5th round. He was drafted in the 5th round. Pick 28.
This is still. This might be the steal. This could be the steal of the draft.
5th round, pick 21. This might end up being the steal of the damn draft. Arnold Walton, 84 speed, 87 throw power.
I mean, he got the mobility, 97 throw power, bro. But look at the deep accuracy. I mean, the deep accuracy is 85, bro. He gonna fling that shit, bro.
Break sack, play action.
Boy,
carry.
this is a dog pick right here, bro.
Hold on. 75
Jesus.
trucking, bro.
As a quarterback, oh my, yeah. He different. 70, 82 ball vision, 80 juke moves. Like, this is a good quarterback that can literally, get you out of shit. So not only can he move the pocket and fling that bitch anywhere, he got a strong arm, man. Like, this is probably strongest arm quarterback that came out the draft. This guy flinging that shit. That QB elite. That was the story of my draft. This draft. Laughing out like, yeah, I was thinking taking him, shaking my head, man. A lot of that happened this draft, bro. I was taking a player and they get picked up and shit. People was on their shit this draft.
You don't normally see an early run on running backs. We seen it.
Not at all, bro. We seen this the first draft in a long time since probably like, Madden 18 or 17 where we seen. I don't even think we ever seen in any of our leagues where the runoff on running backs was fucking crazy. And those running backs are gonna change those programs, bro, for real. All right, so that's the quarterback. So we do see. I think Aaron Walden will be the starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Now, can he do the same thing Minor did for that team? Virgil held him down and kept him in that playoff run. They were 7-2 before they made the Minor and Virgil situation happen. Then they went into the playoffs with 5 losses. Then they got bounced out the playoffs in the first round, but they played a tough game. I think they missed the extra point to win that game. They took the Giants to the wire with Virgil. Now, when Virgil comes back to this roster, do they have to give him that, the starting nod just to, make sure, or do they go ahead and go with Aaron Wilder? Virgil wasn't there the entire preseason.
They're not attached to Virgil. He was just a mid-season acquisition. They had to get, plug and play. It might be kind of like the Patriots system over here. You know what I mean? That's from that, their coaches from that Patriots tree.
Right.
So, I think they have a system, they plug and play, and Virgil is not locked in over there. So, to be continued.
To be continued. Now, Snake. The run back position was nuts, bro.
Oh, my God. I think they...
No, the fucking circle ball picked him up.
Yeah,
but he's supposed to be... But he's supposed to be on a Lions team. He's supposed to be on a don't touch list. But the guy that always complaining about shit, always don't follow no direction or rules. All right, so the Titans picked up 2 running backs. All right, but we're gonna go through the running backs on this list right now. Martavius Barnett, 5'9", 204 out of USC. I'm not looking at anything special. 61 overall, never see the field. He'll be a special teams guy. But Tim Hamlin is just the heir apparent to that kid Mostert. This guy went out there and got them another speed burner, 94 speed, 92 excel. Agility on point, change of direction on point. I mean, solid strength, 78 carrying, 88 ball vision, 82 break tackles, 84 truck. He can get up out of shit. Stiff arm 78, spin move 88, juke moves 93, and he catch the ball out the backfield really well. At 6 foot, 214 pounds.
About this coach, he don't need no traits on running back
at all.
Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. But
at all.
he ain't scared of that at all. This running back ain't no trait. I think to say that oh man, it does make it interesting. I guess he's gonna have a 1-2 punch because actually most of it is on trait now.
Right, sir. And he stopped that number 10 pick over there for the Bengals from going upgrade. Remember that when he's like, "Hi, my guy." Well, you got beat out, buddy. But Tim Hamlin catch the ball at that backfield, bro. I think he brings him that dimension because that's what he was looking for when he moved Hurd down.
84 truck.
Yes, sir. He can come up out of shit, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, the worst case scenario is you got a two-headed monster, and then when most start go, you have his replacement. He's sitting right here.
You still got a veteran there to bring for the youngsters. So it's definitely a good situation. You know them 49ers like do with them running backs.
Yes, sir. They like them, and they use them. They definitely use them over there under that the system of their coach over there, man. Shanahan, right? Ain't that Shanahan over there? The dude he doing that run game, that zone running scheme, bro. And the Niners throw the ball to their backs out the backfield. They are very much a part of what they do in the passing game. So, it was questionable why they took so many receivers in this draft, but this is the one pick I can agree with. Tim Hamlin, and this is still to get a guy with 94 speed, 92 excel, because I don't think he got him in, definitely didn't get him in the first round. This might have been like a mid-round pick.
All right, that was a second. Okay.
I thought I saw receiver before I saw running back. When did he pick this fucking player? You got it, Snicker? You need me to go to it?
All right, which one you talking about?
Tim Hamlin. Hamlin for the Niners, yep.
Second round. Yeah, he was a second round pick 20.
Back there in the playoff picks.
Yeah, second round pick 22. My fault. Second round pick 22.
Picked him up, second round pick 22. I like the pick. You like the pick?
Yeah, definitely. So, I think him seeing what he could do with Mostert with a running back actually enticed him, made him go and take a running back. It's a high pick on the running back. We know what he going to do with him. We just seen him do it with Mostert.
And he got the good speed to be able to, they get good speed out of this kid. Now, really the New England Patriots in the first round. I think he was the last first round running back that got picked. We had 4 of them going, like the top fucking 15 to 20 picks. We haven't seen that in a long time. They go and get Ezekiel Stokes. He's coming in his bitch with an 82 overall, 94 speed, 95 cell. This was absolutely the fastest running back in the draft. But 64 strength. 89 carrying high, 86 ball vision, 80 break tackle, but 85 trucking. Like, I think his stat line is up and down. 199 pounds.
Round 1 pick 21.
94 juke. We got high juke though. I will say that high juke. Spin move 85. This gives them that home run threat that they didn't have, even though J.K. Dobbins developed that freight train trait now. But this gives them a guy that can take the. Their offense is completely different. They're not the guys that throw the bombs and the woo babies and all that for touchdowns. Their woo babies come from the run game, 60, 70-yard runs, and they have a guy that has that breakaway speed to be able to do so now. How do you like this pick?
Seemed like they wonder, like, this run. I mean, he definitely giving the breakaway speed. Does he stick to a 2-back system? Because Ezekiel Stokes is only 199. He's 5'11", 199. So does he really stick to? Does this keep Dobbins on the lifeline for a little while longer?
My thing is, I had a fucking terrible draft. No, you didn't. That's why you saying that. You want us to talk about your shit, and we is. I thought you had a pretty solid draft. Everything I seen you picking was like, whoa. But anyway, I do think this ain't a running back that's an every down back. Like, it's no way. Not with homeboys over there in J.K. Dobbins. But I do think this has got to be a 1-2 punch situation over here. And some will say they should be a 3-man team, a 3-man punch over there with the big power back as well, and give them different type of style of running. You know how guys got a 1 receiver, 2 receiver, and a 3, and all 3 of them are there for different situations. I think they have to be that way with the run game. I think they need a triple triple head monster. Like you need the Medusa backfield, where you got, you know, a power back. You got a back that, you know, a skilled, very skilled, intelligent, hard-nosed back that has a little bit of both elusive and power. And then you got the guy that got that peon speed, 94 speed, 95 excel, that could just hit you quick and do it fast and get you to the, you know, to the end zone on one carry, 60, 70 yards. I think they got to really find a way to, you know, bring all three of those together and do three different things with those running backs. I think J.K. is the more special running back out the back for far as receiving wise, but this guy is not bad at catching the football at that as well too. Can he be special on star, or if he's on normal? I don't know what he's on. Is he on? He's hidden. Can he be special on a star, or do he need this guy to be a superstar for him to do anything with him? Like, can he get away with not having the ability on his running back with just the speed?
He's not relying on him to be that cowbell over there. If he's smart. Right. He has a veteran running back to bring him the ropes along the NFL life and show him the ropes and hit that training room with, and we know how that goes.
No doubt. Do you feel like this was a first round talented back, or you think he went at first because of his speed?
Debatable.
It's very debatable.
Speed kills. It's debatable, but speed kills. But in that system, you know, plug and play the Patriots. It's a system, so you know, sometimes you go get your player for your system.
My thing is, I don't question the fact that he went running back with his first overall pick, because that's what this team do, man. They need him. They need a better the way some of these guys attack the receiver position. That's how they are with the run game, and they need it.
What you're saying is, do you think he should have went with maybe like a Tim Hamlin over this back?
That's what I'm saying. Like, did the speed attract him, or did he feel like he was the better back? He does have a higher overall right now with the 82. Because Tim Hamlin is not a true 82. Tim Hamlin is an 81, 76 receiver and 9 power back. And Ezekiel Stokes is actually
a little bit more of a complete back, though.
Yeah.
A little bit larger, a little bit 215, 6 foot. He's a little bit more stout. He's a USC. He out that USC tree, so we know what USC back in the day used to develop.
Right. So I mean, again, I'm not mad at this pick at all, but I really love this pick right here. Tremaine Bass, or Bass, whatever you want to call him, 6'1", 230 pounds. The last time we seen a back come out of the draft looking like this type of back, he's played in 2 Super Bowls. And Casey Fields. This guy's special, very special. He's already on X Factor. Did he come out X Factor? Yes, he did. He came out. He came out of X Factor. I know that for a fact. He came out of X Factor. Yes, sir. He came out that X Factor right away. Now you get an X Factor running back, probably the best, if not. This was the #1 back on the board. He was in the top 5 for our players to pick on the draft order. And he gets him. He gets him in the first round. He gets him. I don't know if this was a top 10 pick or 15.
Yeah, I believe this was pick. Let's look.
Like 14 or something like that. Pick 7, top 10. Oh my God! So we had 2 backs go 7. We had one go 7. We had one go 9. And then one went right in the teens with the Panthers. So let's get back to him. My bad. Let's get back to Base. And let's really look at where he is right now. So he got Wrecking Ball already. He's an X Factor already. He's already unlocked. Now, Snake, this kid got 92 acceleration, 92 speed. Said career rate be over in 1 season over there. Oh my God. So he drafted him a running back, 92 speed, 92 excel, but the kid got 90 break tackle already. Not just a power back, but he has 93 agility. Shifty as shit, 88 carrying, 88 ball vision. So he can see the field, he can see the hole. 90 trucking, 90 stiff arm. You're not bringing him down off of 1 tackle at all. 90 juke, 88 spin, change of direction, 88 strength, 88. This kid's a monster. This is a really good pick.
First round pick 13. This is a young MJD. This is a Morris Jones drew back. We expect to see him carry that full load over there, and they said Christian McCaffrey is on the block immediately. Past tense. He's furious over there that they took a running back that high. Christian McCaffrey not even going to practice over there.
Oh my God! But it's the Raiders back though. But I hear where you're going with it at, because the back that they took, I'm telling you right now, I ain't need a running back. And if that nigga was there when it was my next pick, he's getting picked. The back that they took.
Right, dog.
So the Raiders, Tremaine Bates was the #1 running back in the draft. He was a top 5 talent in the draft, right? And I just showed you, he 93 agility. I mean, to change the direction, you would love to see that in the 90s, but I'm cool with 88. This guy should be a diaper dandy day one. Now, if we can get the Raiders guy to play games, if he don't, he's gone. Simple as that. So the pressure's on him all the way. And if you're gonna have pressure, you already had the quarterback. You got the franchise guy over there. Now you got a franchise back over here that can literally change the culture of their team over there, because they went and got a lineman in this draft too, so I think they started cleaning some things up over there. I like it.
Jacobs,
I just want to see what's going to happen with him, bro. Yeah, Jacobs will never.
He took 2 running backs. He took 2 running backs.
He
Jacobs
did.
Yeah, he took 2 running backs. Nash, Jason Nash.
All right, we'll get to it. All right, so Terrion Mullins goes to from Stanford. He goes to the Colts, and we know, they have their starting running back over there, Joey Adai. They needed a backup. I think they went and got one. I guess if you look at him, you want to see where he's about. Normal kid, elusive, 74. He has a lot of development to go. So I could see a little bit. I don't know if he got the speed to be a punt returner, but I could see this guy really just being an impact player on special teams for right now, and just tearing their carries over there. But I don't see him being a guy that is going to be an impact player for this team at all. I might be wrong. We might be judging him a little too early, but I just don't see anything on him that says, outside of 87 break tackle is pretty high, 88 trucking, so he can run through tackles for him being at 5'8", 215 pounds. He's a stocky little guy. He can run through some tackles over there. So that's strong. 88 speed to his 90 acceleration. That's not that's good speed, not great speed. Definitely not elite speed, but 85 stiff arm strength, 82, and then out the backfield, 70 catching and above stuff with the 70 short, 77 route. Short route, 77, 75 medium route. He ain't gonna be good in pass protection at all. His run block 14, so you're really not getting nothing out of him. Special catch 76, you're not gonna get nothing out of him as a blocker. He got a lot to do. I don't think he is complete enough to be a back to really steal major time from Joey Adai, but I do think that he can surprise them and give them some in between the tackle running that they that they can use when there's a lot of pressure on Adai to be the guy carrying the ball 30 times a game. You could drop his carries down to 27 to 25 and get this guy somewhere between 4 and 5 carries a game just to see what happens. And he might be a surprise back. I just don't think he's really gonna show us any type of impact at all. But the Titans at number 9 picked the Barry Sanders of the draft, Jalen Hayden. Snake 5'9", 215, Oklahoma State. They said they haven't had a back since Barry Sanders. They haven't had a back since Thurman Thomas, like this kid right here. They say he's a splitting image of both those players, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas. All right, now we all know what Barry was. He was electric. He made everybody miss. His hips was the shit. He could pull anything off as a runner, right? Well, this kid has that 93 speed, 93 excel. He has great speed. 95 agility, 95 change of direction. That's what I'm more impressed with right there. He's a shifty guy. He's very elusive. And I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want to know, really want to know how you're gonna answer this. 80 strength is really pretty solid for a 5'9" running back, 215. 87 carrying, 86 ball vision. I would have thought the ball vision would have been a little bit more higher because of the agility and the change of direction. But we can ride with that 86 ball vision. But he got 88 break tackles and 90 trucking as a elusive back, and that's where it gets scary at now. That's special, bro. 86 stiff arm. We're looking at 88 spin move and 95 juke move. This guy is electric with the football in his hand, bro. If you don't take your angles, when you play this kid in college, they had to do extra angle and pursuit drills. they had to put their what they did was they put their fastest player in the backfield on scout team, and they told him don't pick a hole. Don't run through the hole. We tell you to run. Just run anywhere and just surprise us. Just take the ball and just play backyard football. That's the way he runs the football. Now, can this work when you got the type of system the Titans have? Since they coming off of a Derrick Henry system where, you know, it's the exotic smash mouth football game where, you know, they run a whole bunch of powers and stretches. It can work, right? Because he has the toughness to do it.
Definitely.
Will this kid be special enough over there in that Titans offense? Can he help that Titans offense change and grow, or is he in the wrong system?
You get the Titans over here to play his games. I think he can do some things with him. Over there.
We know they play all their games. The one thing the Titans don't do is miss games. I want to know, does he have the skill set to make this guy be as special as he should be? This is a special running back. I would love this type. This was my build as a kid, as a high school running back, college player. This was my build. This is how I was, and elusive and exactly all like that, just like this. The shit you looking at. I ain't had a high break tackles and truck him like this motherfucker, but goddamn, this is the type of back I would love to play with. So I'm saying he got one of the. You look at Bass and you say, yeah, that was the special back that came out of this draft the Raiders got. But then you look at this kid as the third back in the draft, and this different special. If he could get what he got in college, which is, you know, 2,000 yards, and I'm telling you, Barry Sanders with Thurman Thomas, you know, running in between the tackle. This is a different back right here. I would say you have the two combinations of two type of backs in one right here, and I think he's special. My question is, can they get the most out of him? Or Derrick Henry still starts over here, or do they plug him in day one?
You gotta plug him in day one. And give him the ball right away.
Will this guy make a name for himself in this league, or will he just get swept up in
number 9? He's a top 10 pick.
Exactly.
The path to follow to get your name up them running back boards is so hard in the league, bro.
Yeah.
To get your running back talked about. You look at I forget the kid name, but like, for instance, the one out in Cincinnati, like, you know what I mean, who came in and started right away with a top pick.
Aaron Herrera.
And they don't even talk. I mean, he's not really. You know
he had a great season, and he really was not talked about at all.
It was overlooked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so he gotta be super special to be looked at. Like, yeah. I mean, you see what Nasir Dale did. You see what Joey Cummins did. You see what Casey Fields did in his rookie year. You see some of these backs that came out in their rookie year. They were special backs to the point where they made you talk about them. Can he do the same thing?
But we've also seen it go some other ways. Some great backs come in the league that not necessarily have gone to the right system that we haven't heard so much about.
That's what I'm saying. Deion McCoy over there for the Falcons. Exactly. Like, we got backs that, you know, special backs that came out and just ain't in the right system. And not being in the right system kills you, because, you know, you got to wait for that contract to be up or these guys to be there, because they'll hold on to these guys and they'll just be graveyard players. And I think the Titans,
a little bit of a graveyard spot. I mean, being that we didn't hit, I mean, where the game was, we should have heard about Derrick Henry early and often.
Derrick Henry should have been the man over there. Like, Derrick Henry should have kind of been Ronald Jones. I mean, right now at 30 years old, he still can be that guy that can come out and hit you with a 3,000 yards. Derrick Henry. The problem with Derrick Henry is the Titans they can't make their mind up. When they do give him 25 carries, he looks like Derrick Henry, and then when, you know, he'll come off of that, and the next, you know, he touched the ball 7 times in the game. 12,
Give up on it. You gotta put that key in the ignition and turn it to start up.
Derrick Henry was so good for that Titans offense that literally, if he gave him 30 carries a game, he can win his division. That's how good he was early on in the first 2 seasons. That's how good he was. And he wasted that talent. So my question is, are we going to see the same thing with Jalen Hayden? Or you don't go get the number 9 pick and go get this type of running back, and he's not the feature of your offense. Like, you got to give this kid.
Take a pick that high unless you've learned something.
Yep.
So maybe he's learned something. Maybe he's seen it. Maybe they had the owners in the coach's ear. Maybe they finally got the owner to step back and let the coach coach.
All right, we got another kid that I don't think will start over there for the Minnesota Vikings because they still got Dalvin Cook, and they had the African that had all that damn speed. Eric Strong, 6 foot, 192 out of Ball State, 87 speed, 90 excel. He does got high break tackles. We're starting to see a lot of these guys coming out getting better at running hard. 90 break tackles, 90 trucking. I think he can get some playing time, but I don't think he will be talked about all in his first season.
He won't be playing at all. He drafted another rookie running back before him.
Oh, wow.
Jamal Morris.
Now, if this ain't the guy that is pushing the envelope when it comes down to Tremaine Bates that went to the Raiders. If they saying Tremaine Bates is the best running back in that draft class, and they didn't show up and go to Michigan and see what he did all year as a junior in Michigan and what he did in his freshman and sophomore years over there in Michigan, then you not paying attention, because this kid is exactly what his name say, Harold Streets. He is a dog, right? Dog. And we looking at a kid, 5'11", 231 pounds. I'm telling you, this that KC Fields build right here. 5'11", 231, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 agility, 92 change of direction. So all that part of the elusiveness is there in the first couple of attributes. 84 strength. All right, you got to get a little smarter in the NFL with a 64 awareness. You got to get better there. 80 carrying. He got high carrying already. 88 ball vision, so he can see the holes and hit those things fast. Right? Then you got 92 break tackle, 92 trucking. Now you're starting to get to that power shit where you get that Derrick Henry style play. 88 stiff arm. This kid is everything you want, especially in a coach like Coach McCoy, who is really looking for this type of running back in the first place. And they go get him somewhere between 10 and 15 or something like that. I think it was pick number 14.
13.
Now, what makes it even better is how Streets is not everything you want as a elusive back, power back. He's also a monster receiver running back. 70 catches, 75 catching traffic, 80 special catch on this kid right now. Like, you bring this guy in and we're going to see a show. Now, I would say this will be the best running back out of the draft in the first round. I think he will have the numbers, he will have the touchdowns, he will go have the stats. He's going to play more football and better football than Tremaine Bates. He got the speed to compete with the Hayden kid out there from Tennessee. I think Mostart still in the way of the other kid really, seeing his name Hamlin really do anything right now. But I think this guy is a 2,000-yard back year one.
I think we see the kid Hamlin over there.
I think he's gonna ball out, but I just think Mostart still too fast not to, and still got that ability on him not to play him. He think about it. The 49ers are a playoff team right now. They don't have time to fuck around with a rookie running back when you got the Cardinals sitting in your division. And then that whole NFC, as tough as it is, you need your best player on the field ASAP. When you the 49ers, it's not like you coming off of losing seasons and you rebuilding. Nope, you got to put the guy that got you there in the first place there again. So I just see, Hamlin will be a big part of their offense, but this kid is the offense now. Harold Streets is absolutely the Panthers' offense right now. Day one, the moment he walked out, and they was mesmerized by his legs. The moment they saw him, come into the field in his uniform, they was all going crazy over this kid. He's ready to go, bro. And again, I don't think, he was somewhere between 200 and 300 carries a season from his freshman year to his junior year at Michigan. And I know he got the ball a whole lot, but I don't think he's going to be affected by that. I think the more you give him the ball, the better he gets. I think we're looking at a monster of a running back right now that went to the perfect system for a running back to go to in the Carolina Panthers, because that's what they want to do first and foremost is run. And I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to pay attention to what these boys just went and did with this running back, because they're ready to show what we know McCoy to be, which is a runner. And he's about to show it now, and he's on Superstar. So this kid is all the way legit and ready to go. Look at the legs on this boy, and he looks sweet in that 7 and that all black at the bottom, from the spikes to the motherfucking tights. Oh my god, yeah, he ready to go, bro. This kid ready to go. Who's the best running back on paper right now? Who's the diaper Dandy? I think Hal Street is going to be the one that cleared 2,000 yards and 20 plus touchdowns over any of the rest of the backs, and we saw some really good ones. I just think J.K. Dobbins will still be the starter over there for the Patriots, so their running back Ezekiel Stokes won't have enough carries to really be special in year one. Tremaine Bates, from the moment he got drafted, they sent Jacobs his walking papers. This kid is absolutely a starter right away. But are we going to see enough of Tremaine Bates?
Don't see enough of the user. Right now.
Benjamin Stovall, 5'10", 230 pounds from out of Georgia Tech. He comes from that, what's that shit? That power eye off, and I mean that that Army Navy shit. That 90 speed, 90 XL from 5'10", 230, 90 change of direction, 90 agility, 82 strength, 83 carrying, and he's 88 across the board. It's a big back. I think this is a nice change of pace back to Saquon Barkley. I mean, he got 92 juking for a big back like this, 75 catching, 70s catching trav, 85 special catch. I mean, these guys are athletes, bro, and not only are they runners, they catch the ball really well out the backfield right now. They drafted a running back a couple drafts back in Jacobs, right? But he never really became their true number 2 to help that offense out in any way, in my opinion. This kid does, though.
Definitely.
This kid could take some pressure off of Saquon. Why is he twist? Yeah, he could take some pressure off of Saquon real fast. I like this guy. I like him a lot. We'll see what he's gonna do. I mean, he's another one of those backs that he was drafted by a team that was looking to build depth, and not a team that was looking for a starter. What about Jamal Whitaker over here for the Browns? They picked up 5'11", 210 pound, 90 speed kid out of Texas A&M, late 91 acceleration, 90 agility, 93. I mean, does he push Jim Brown? 88 break tackling. This kid, I think he'll get more special teams action than anything else. Lonnie Collins. I have no idea who this kid is. 5'11", 222, but looks like when did the Cardinals get him? It looked like they got richer over here, huh?
Third round pick, 32. He's hitting.
And he's hitting?
Yep, he's hitting.
Oh shit, they got them one. Let's see what type of hitting he is. I don't think he's more than a star.
222.
I don't think he's more than a star though. While you running off his stats, I'll run off what he is.
Alright.
Yeah, he on star. He's a big back though.
Tackle. Definitely a big bruiser.
Change of pace, help him out with their running back Williams over there. Playoff Williams, Tyson Williams, man, Baltimore's old running back, and he's been the thorn. He's been their kryptonite since they traded him. He's been the one that killed them in every game they've played. Where's that kid at? We just missed him. Oh, Collins right here. Lonnie Collins though, 5'11", 222. I mean, he got good speed for a big running back, and he's a break tackle guy. 90 break tackle, 92 break tackle. I mean, 92 truck and 90 break tackle. What's his stiff arm? 84 stiff arm, 86 spin move, 92 agility, 92 juking, 80 overall with the arrow up. I like this running back. I think he can really, do some things. And then the Chargers go out and get them a back. Darryl Barkley from Alabama, 79 overall, but he got 93 speed, 93 XL. Look, 95 change of direction. 95 agility, 93 change of direction. We got an elusive one over here, 86 ball. This is a good running back over here, right here. I like this guy. Oh man, 92 juking, not bad at all, man. 82 spin move. He's a one cut back though with that 93 speed. He got great speed, not elite, but great speed.
Eckler's replacement. Replacement. 5'9", 196, change of pace.
Yes, sir.
You got a running back by committee over here, looks like.
And then Jamal Morris, 6 foot 232, big back. For him to be this big, it doesn't show up on the field. I know 88 break tackles is solid, but like it doesn't show up. I didn't see it at Arkansas at all. And I don't know, this is just, what happens when you're not picking yourself. You start getting shit that you really don't need. At all. What about Jason Nash? Does he bring the 1-2 punch for this team over here for the for the Raiders? 5'11", 229. Another big back. 90 speed, 90 XL. 84 agility though, bro. This is a one cut back. He's not wiggling you or nothing. He's hitting the hole and he's straight line running back where he wants to run through people. 88 ball vision is really good. That's where that one cut style running back I'm talking about with the 88 break tackles, 86 trucking. And then like I said, we went through the other guys. Kind of cool here. Then we get into the other team. Now let's go look at the receivers that came out of this draft. And let's see what happened here. Now we had some dog receivers come out the draft. The number 1 receiver went to the Steelers, Terence Kramer. This was my guy. 85 overall right now, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. At 6'6", 221 pounds. The last time we seen a 6'6" guy come out, big dog over there for the Bengals, but not this type of guy. This kid was a 4'4" guy, 92 speed, 92 excel. At 6'6", he has 90 agility and 90 change of direction. He got 80 strength. He's already a 70 on awareness. Catching, 85. Catching trap, 88. Now he got the green arrows pointing up, so we know he got some type of plus next to him. 96 special catch though.
True 83. True 83.
Dog receiver snake. And it's rumors out there that he will not be playing for the Steelers after by tomorrow afternoon.
Oh wow. 96 spectacular catch. Oh.
Yep, Skadines will talk about this. This kid is already the deal is almost done. The works is in the works right now, and they'll talk about this on a Real Talk show tomorrow. That this kid won't be won't be in Pittsburgh too much longer. At all. But he had, like you said, 96 jumping, 96 special catch. Snake, you had a guy in Tree Owens that was like this, that you had to get faster to that 92 speed. This kid comes in with it.
One guy Owens started at 88 speed and went through some off-season programs. We ain't gonna talk about them steroids on that.
Oh shit, better be careful with snitches on. I'm telling you now. There's a whole bunch of snitches around.
Yeah, man, that's coming into the league at that 6'6" with that 92 speed. With a good spectacular 80s plus everything across the board.
Oh my God.
Like that's special. That's special.
Special
from Oklahoma. Ooh.
Special. You got a kid that does things like this. Go throw me the 50-50 and I can run by your coverage and I'm a tight end body in front of these corners with their type of agility and shit. Like this can be a problem at receiver, and when we talk about where he's going, where he end up at, is definitely going to be a problem. Demaryius Campbell, 6'3", 218 pounds, out of Michigan State, got drafted late. 91 speed, 93 excel, 83 catching traffic, 96 special catch for the Colts. I like this receiver. Nice overall.
He's a true 78. He's on wood nub.
That's the problem. Now,
he's a late
we're starting to see a connection between the San Francisco 49ers and Florida State. This is their second Florida State receiver they picked very high. They went and got 6'5", Joe Carter, 6'5", 220. Another one of those 90 speed kids, 90 XL, but he has 94 agility with 90 change of direction. 85 catch, 88 catching trap, 96 special catch. Now you gotta get better as a route runner. 75, not bad.
He a true 81 overall.
Deep route 80, 98 release. Right now he's on the plus, high up, 96 jumping. But my question is,
first round pick 22.
What does this do for the 49ers? Now, is this they're starting to get their players in their system? Is that what this is? I didn't think they needed to go receiver in the first round like this. They did it 2 years in a row. And it's not like their receivers wasn't producing for them, right? Because look,
Right.
Trayvon Franklin came out first draft. He's been an animal for them since he got him. And Adrian Jones had a great rookie season, in my opinion. And then you go get a Von Stark in this draft, and you go get a Joe Carter in this draft. Now, I like Von Stark's speed, but I'm asking myself, is this an overload at receiver?
Yep.
This is a why you don't beat the Cardinals, is because you're overloaded in positions and you're not loaded in the right positions. It's that simple. This is you wasted 2 picks on positions you really didn't need at all, and could have addressed other positions you really did need to better. And guys got to do that. You got to look at your division and see where the teams that's in your division and their strengths. And when you look at the Super Bowl champions, they have it everywhere. Like, they built on that. Their offensive line is playing a year ahead of schedule. Their defensive line is really solid, and you have to get better there first in the trenches with them. And get better at the linebacker level, get better at D line and things like that.
Matt, go over there, come up.
All right, now that I'm muted, then we can get back at this conversation. My thing is this though, Snake. I just don't think the 49ers needed a receiver, bro. Not at pick 21. I think they could have got somebody that can really help them change some of the outcomes they going through when they play the Cardinals. But now that they got them, how do we have this conversation? I mean, Joe Carter, 6'5", 220, went pick 21, you said, or 22?
21.
Just because we saying we don't like the pick?
Pick 22.
All right, just because we saying we didn't like the pick, doesn't, now we got to talk about this is the pick. So they made the pick, so what do we think about this receiver over here? I mean, we're looking at a guy 6'5", 220, big body. They like a receiver like this. This is what they like. I mean, they had, Adrian Jones, 6'4", great speed, but this kid's 90 speed, 90 excel. They got themselves another go-get-it 50-50 type receiver, red zone threat, in my opinion. But again, I just don't see how this makes them better or makes them take that next step. But I do understand this part of it. They have a system, and they need certain players in that system to make that system work at a high level. And this is the type of receiver they absolutely like. Big body, big.
That last year they drafted that wide receiver Adrian Jones, and might have found out that them big receivers, what he can do with them big receivers. So that's probably, I would assume that's why he came right back and did it. It's just the repetitiveness, the other wide receivers after that. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we getting it from the coach himself. He said his first top 3 targets went off the board. Starks was a late pick. I can understand that. That was a grab. Nah, I still can't. You got too many holes over here to be able to compete with the top tier teams over there and your conference. But he said I wanted the safety Dion, but he went off the board. But this was a panic pick.
You played a perfect game.
Okay.
So because of that, you know what I'm saying, I get it. Now, they still got a dog. I'm not mad at this kid, because I would like a guy like this. I had him on my board as well. If my top 2 targets wasn't there, this would have been my 3rd target. So I understand the pick. Now, what do they do to make this work, though? They got to be very special on offense to make this thing work, because, you plan a Super Bowl champions, the 2-time Super Bowl champions in your division, and even to get over just that hump alone, you got to be special offensively, and you got to find a way to make that system where you can spread out, because you got to better use this talent to better beat that team. So now you got a Joe Carter, a Von Stark, you got an Adrian Jones, and a Trayvon Franklin, all at the receiver position. That's 4 guys that you're going to be asked to really do special football with. Now, what type of offense goes along with that? Got to utilize him since he was my first. I understand that. I think he could be a red zone threat for this team, Snake. I think he could do a lot of good things in the red zone for this team. And I do think they can go 4 wide, 5 wide spread with the tight end Kittles on the field too, and really work on some things out of the 5 wides and spread people out, with that speed at running back. And you got guys spread all over the place, and and three down linemen. He can get busy with that.
Yeah, it looks like
But you got to better work that offense, though.
He's trying to score points. Maybe that's what he feels the coach has to do. He's trying to score offense. Mostly offensive draft.
Yeah, I would have thought, you know, when your scores are 60, 55, and you could score 30 points yourself easy, I would have thought defense would have been the better target for the 49ers in this draft. And they went offense heavy. So far, that what I'm looking at right now. We get back to just the receivers as a whole, man, and we're not mad at the pick. Well, we don't like the pick, but I don't think it could work. I mean, I don't think it can't work. But you're gonna have to be comfortable with spreading people out, man, and running a spread offense. Period, for that to work. You gotta be on some run and shoot shit, and if he can run and shoot it, then it can be special. Devon Parsons goes to the Las Vegas Raiders at 95 speed, 95 excel, 6 foot superstar, 94 special catch, 96 agility, 93 change of direction. This is a shifty running back, man. Shifty receiver. When you get rid of a Henry Ruggs, you bring in another guy that's speed. For whatever reason, it did not work out in Las Vegas with Henry Ruggs. And they brought in another guy to replace him, a bigger Henry Ruggs with a little bit less speed. And I think he plays exactly like what they will want out of a Henry Ruggs. They could probably get out of him. Sometimes you just need to bring your guy in. I don't know how bad the Raiders needed a receiver, but you lost a guy like Henry Ruggs who wasn't even part of your offense in the first place, and you go get another kid at receiver to replace that Henry Ruggs. So I'm hoping that, you know, this guy might become their #1 receiver over there and their major target, especially with that run game they about to have over there with that running back base. So I like the pick. I'm not mad at it. He had to replace Henry Ruggs, so not mad at that pick. But Terence, this guy was heavily high on my board. I called him a Ravens player. If the receiver we wanted wasn't there, this was the #2 target for sure. I mean, this is everything. Another one of them Florida State guys. You get special receivers out of Florida State. 6'3", 191 pounds. He got good speed, 94 speed, 94 excel. It's not elite speed, it's great speed. 95 agility is elite. 98 change of direction is legendary. This guy is a freak with the football in his hand, bro. At 6'3", and you got moves and agility like this, and your change of direction is like Peter Warrick's 98. Boy, I wonder what he could do with this guy. That means he could be an underneath threat. You catch a drag, he's making shit happen. He catch a slant, he making shit happen. He catch you one-on-one after the catch, he's making shit happen. If he's used right and the Rams using right? 75 strength, 70 awareness, 83 catch a trap, 95 special catch, 76. This was the Baltimore Ravens pick. 76 short route runner, 77 medium route runner, 84 deep threat, so he can walk by you with the woo babies, and you're not jamming him at the line of scrimmage. He's a 90 release with a +3 to it, 95 jumper, so he can out jump you too. He's a mismatch. He's one of those guys that with the football in his hand, he's special.
And he looks like he should come right into that true #1 role. In the Rams, you know, they're best overall receiver. They got some speed, but they got small. They got Tutu and Scotty Miller.
Right.
You know, Emmanuel Hall, Valdez Scantling. So he's actually coming in that full true #1 role over there.
I'm gonna say it like this: it's some speed out there in Los Angeles right now when it comes down to these Rams. It's some speed out there at that receiver position. Again, Terrence comes in 94-94, Tutu Atwell 95-95, Scotty Miller 94-93. Emmanuel Hall 93-95, and Interstate 11 is 93-91. They fast, bro, and they got guys with good height too. So Emmanuel Hall 6'3", and he got great speed. Marquez Valdez Scantling, I call him Interstate 11. He has great speed, 93-91. And then you start to look at it a little bit, great speed, 94-93. And then Tutu has elite speed, and so does DeAndre Terrence. He has great speed. So they got good speed at that receiver position, at that tight end position, at that quarterback position. And they're going to be playing on a fast track right now. Now I want to see what type of offense this team is going to come together with, because I bet you everybody, including myself, was in his DM trying to see if he was willing to come up off of that #1 pick 31 and DeAndre Terrence, and he said nope, Torrance is not going nowhere. You ain't the only one that was in my DM. nothing's doing. We need this guy. So I'm like, all right, bet, true. So let's see what the Rams do. I really think the Rams had a really good first draft for his first time being in our league. I thought he did a really good job in the draft, as we'll go through his roster eventually. But there you go. You come down here to a Montel Vincent. Now, with Tyreek Hill becoming 30 years old and aging, they go get a Montel Vincent at 6 foot, 199, and this kid got 95 speed, 96 excel. He comes into the league with elite speed. You like this pick for the Chiefs?
Yeah. The Chiefs likes pure speed over there. They definitely made it their business to go get them 2 replacements over there. They took him early. He's just purely because of speed. He's on wood, but speed kills.
That's all I'm saying. When you got elite speed, that wood shit don't matter, bro. You can run by somebody with a Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball.
But they did come right back at it. Drafted him 2nd round, pick 16. Then they came right back 3rd round, pick 19, and grabbed Jerry Joseph, who's hidden with 94 speed, 94 excel.
All right, I gotta go to their roster for a second. Jesus.
Yeah, just go there.
All right, so we looking at a whole bunch of receivers over here. They are loaded with receivers right now. Are they saying Patrick Mahomes is on his last hoorah, and they trying to make sure they get it right this time? Because oh my God, I mean, we looking at least 7 receivers over here.
Yeah, he got 6, arguably number 1 receivers over there. Number 5, number 1.
Bro. Jeez. All right, so let's start from the youngest to the oldest. So Montel Vincent, 95, 96. Jerry Joseph, 94, 94. Then you go to Nick Candy from last year, who's superstar, 96, 96 at 6'4", 177. You got Nicholas Clark over here, 5'11", 193 out of Buffalo, 91, 92, more of a possession type guy. You got Deontay Davis on superstar, 94, 94. Then you got McCole Hardman on superstar X Factor, 98, 95, and Reek at 30 years old went down to +2 in speed. I mean -2 in speed, 97, 99. But he's still Reek. Now it's a lot of receivers over here, and we know they all not going to get the football. But if they can find out who their top 4 is, this is what I like about the Chiefs. I think he has the capability to be in 5 wides, 4 wides, 5 wide sets, 4 wide sets, and really let Mahomes really dissect the field. I think they have the system to do that. They have the quarterback to do that, and their coach understands how to do that. And my thing is they got to find their top 4 to 5 receivers that they want to use on the field, and whenever they get that great matchup, that gel together, right, I think this is going to be a problem, because when you got the secondary like the no-fly zone and Mile High, right, and then you got the Chargers who, with Sampson leading the way right now in that secondary, they getting better at coverage as well. You got to score points in that division, and to be able to score points, you need the weapons. They have a lot of them. They got gadget receivers, guys that can run jet sweeps. They got RPO receivers. They got run by you receivers everywhere. If the Chiefs can figure it out, I know Patrick Mahomes is loving this right now, and Andy Reid is trying to evolve that offense. They're going away from their old ways and trying to figure out something to go into the 2024 system with the season with that would take them into where people are talking about they evolutionized the offense, same way the Ravens did with Lamar Jackson. Like, they got to find a way to pit Mahomes in a situation where he uses that gunslinger, man, where he uses that cannon and he uses that arm, that bazooka, and really take shit, take the top off of defenses. And while dialing it up right now, man, they are loaded at the receiver position, and if I'm looking for a receiver, this is where I'm at with it right here. What you want for him, or him, because I think 4 of them is going to work. The rest of them are going to be special team players with great speed that can just be good backups over here. I'm not mad at a team with Patrick Mahomes on it having 7 receivers right now. I'm not mad at this. I think they could have got better, still more on the defensive side of things, and I do think they addressed the running back position. No, they didn't. I thought they did. They still relying on Edwards-Helaire, which is fine. 98 overall, superstar, and he's a ball carrier. So we imagine this though, run and shoot offense with them. 4 and 5 wides, still with Kelsey on the field. I don't think he retired yet. They picked up Eric Middlebrooks, 6'8", 256-pound tight end, 84 overall. Remember when we saw this pick, we said this might be the best tight end in the draft, not the #1 overall pick. This kid has 96 special catch at tight end. I know we're talking about the receivers, but Jesus, they literally got their Kelsey replacement right here. Is he on trait? And he's hitting too, bro. Oh my God.
This team.
Oh my God, they got weapons on offense right now, bro.
Yeah, but like you just question like that. This is just. We'll come back to it when we go through the teams, but like this is all they address. You
think this is overkill, right?
It's way overkill. I mean, just scanning through here right quick, I see one other decent pick. It's an offensive lineman. He's like a 76 overall on Wood, but like everything was just wide receivers and tight end and just offensive weapons. Like
they could have addressed that because the defense was taking that next step, bro.
Nothing on defense, man.
And they didn't continue it. You right. You right. You right.
You'd like to see them just at least make one or two like picks on defense. Okay, they did take one D tackle for Samuel, but he's 60. He's 72 overall. I'm sorry, he's 68 overall. He was a late pick. He a 22-year-old, so it's like they didn't address one pick at all.
Like even at the defensive end, they could have been better at the left end. Like you said, D tackle, they could have got better at Samuel's a 72 overall, 96 strength though, but he got work to do. Oldham, you got at the linebacker level, at the left outside linebacker level. I do like Cliff Oldham. He's all right.
Cornerback.
Devin Ward is the man. We know he's Terminator, Mr. Tackling Machine. Kyrie Cash, good speed. They ain't bad at linebacker. Larry Terry was a Ward guy, so he was up there. He had a breakout year last year. Then you're looking at a Jerry Sneed corner. I mean, Raymond Daniels was on the awards. He made the Pro Bowl, so we like him. Could they have got better? They got D'Angelo Jackson, 5'9", 75 overall. Man, he needs work. 88 speed, 91, yeah. And then Ben Sherwood. So they didn't work out at all at this cornerback position.
On superstar, though.
Yeah, so they can work that. At the safety, Mitch Hargrove, I'm not mad at that. Outside of him, that's it. They need to back up. The Honey Badger's still here. Larry Price from last year. They picked up 91 speed, 92 excel. They not that bad on defense, but they could have probably been better. Right.
Yeah, I think they really need to address their defense. They just didn't do it. I think it was just.
And this is why they're not beating this is why they're not beating the Broncos defensively. They can't get the stops when they need them.
He enamored with speed, and like you got 6 wide receivers over here, but like you got 6 wide receivers, and you took another tight end when you got one of the best tight ends in the league right now.
He getting older though. I wasn't mad at that pick.
Noah Gray not trash, but you still got Noah Gray.
Yeah.
So you didn't really need to go with them offensive weapons right there, like.
I mean, if they reset their offense, I get it, but I don't get it. You're right. Listen, but this is what we talk about. He got 7 receivers and 7 cornerbacks, and 2 drafts. You see what I'm saying? This is when you're not attacking the needs where you really need to be attacking at, which is those up front guys, and you see those guys that are attacking those positions and having 2 defensive ends on each side, left and right, and 2 D tackles and linebackers flying around everywhere at each position, and then you wonder why you get in some of these games and you just totally outmatched because you don't have the. I mean, what are you gonna do with 7 corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Air it out. He gonna try to outscore you. Period. Air raid. Boom.
Air raid offense.
Boom.
Right.
Air
This
raid
is
offense.
the Andy raid.
It's real.
Andy raid for real. All right. Well, that's that. You know what I mean? That was their receivers. Let's get back to the other receivers over this bitch. in the NFL, we're going back to that receiver position and look at these young diaper dandies that came out, man. So far, out of any of those receivers I've seen so far, I really don't know who's going to be, that guy. Again, look at the Saints. The Saints already have really two good receivers in the tight end with that running back mix. Now they went and got another receiver. Maybe this was a luxury pick from Ohio State, Joe Brown. I love Ohio State players. 92 speed, 92 excel. This kid got 95 agility, 95 change of direct. Solid there. 88 catch and trap, 96 special catch at 5'11". So he can go get the football. Got to get better at route running for him to be, probably be their slot receiver over there, and he's on star. How do you feel about this pick for the Saints, man? Are they getting more weapons for GETA Styles over there?
It's a to be determined. Like, they've been kind of getting them weapons. I thought. Past couple years, they done got him some weapons. I mean, damn, they added two more weapons, two over there, two more wide receivers for him too. But he only got 5 on the roster, and I guess he didn't overkill. Cause one of them, yeah, I actually kind of like them pieces, I guess, man. Now I'm looking back at it. 2, I mean, you got 5 wide receivers and tight end. Just looking through his team right quick just to see.
I think Joe Brown could be a true slot receiver for them, though, and I think he could really do damage in the slot because of his athleticness, his elusiveness. He could definitely do some things in the special teams game for them as well. So Joe Brown, I'm not mad at that pick. I do think they should have. What round did they get Joe Brown in? How high of a pick was this, or was this a late pick? I'm here. I'm already on it.
That's a late pick. That's like a 4th round pick. Third round pick.
4th round pick, pick 20.
4th round pick.
Yeah, and I think it was some, like, I got 2 superstar offensive linemen after the 4th round, like late 4th round. Matter of fact, with my 4th. So my thing is, you could have got protection for GETA Styles. You already had the weapons for GETA Styles. And are you good enough to really get all these guys involved right now? I mean, it's a 4th round grade, so you really didn't,
well, I'm not
picture
mad
the situation.
Just going through his thing real quick, he did get 3 offensive
Yeah, 3
linemen.
second-round picks, bro. So he had the pick of the litter in his draft.
Yeah, he definitely had a good thing. I think I would like to see him take another linebacker, address his linebacker core. Outside of.
I mean, you draft Kai Fo last year, Snake, and you had that linebacker that stepped for you. I can't remember his name, the white boy over there that stepped for you. You should have been, you got good defensive ends. I remember that last year too. You could have continued to address that defensive line because what you about to face? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who with 40 carry your ass and run in between the tackles with a great offensive line. So you got to match that with defensive presence, linebackers or for, and then the Panthers is about to be a running team over there. And then don't forget Deion McCoy sitting over there at 240 fucking pounds with 93 speed, 93 excel, and about 99 trucks and tackles and all that shit too. So if the Falcons ever get this shit together, you got another hammer in the backfield with a good offensive line as well. So I think you could have continued to build your front 7 or even on the back end, get some corners to go along with Kai Fo at safety.
He did. I think he did draft 2 rookie cornerbacks.
He had the picks to do it. There's no way he couldn't have did it. They had the picks to do all that shit.
Right. He definitely addressed a lot of quite a few holes over here.
He also picked up Al Hart, 6'4", 223 pounds, 91 speed, 91 excel. I mean, not another good receiver. Like, this is a good receiver that, you give him a red shirt year, I guess we could see what he is about over here.
My bad. I saw the record again.
Hey,
linebacker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You could have got that defense. You gotta build your team. Like you just yeah. But the problem is we gave him his flowers last year. How he was building, like he tore the draft up, did a great job. Had a lot of rookies played well for him offensively and defensively. I mean, when you get 2 guys on offense and 2 guys on defense to step in their rookie seasons for you, you got to build off of that. Period. I don't care where it's at on defense, but you got to continue to build off of that. And then you have to know your competition, know who you facing, know what you got to deal with, and it starts with the guys you got to play twice a season. You start with those first, so that means it's your division. Have to be able to build for your division to be able to win outside of your division. And I think he could have capitalized off that momentum. Those extra receivers really is just in the way, in my opinion. Because you had a really good thing going with the offense you had. Look at it. Jada Styles had 2 receivers balling out for him in 1,000 yards and double-digit touchdowns. He had a running back that had over 30 touchdowns and 1,000 yards plus. Then he had a tight end that was over 1,000 yards. Now you add 2 more receivers to that mix, and for what? When you could have probably got better on the offensive line, defensive line, and that defensive front 7, even the back 4. You could have attacked that. I would have tore that up. You had 3 second-round picks that could have got you 3 starting defensive players. Period. And really sold up that situation to better stop that running attack over there that's in your way between the Panthers, Falcons, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're gonna look at another receiver on here. The Baltimore Ravens went out and got themselves Angelo Griffin, 84 overall, 96 speed, 96 to sell. Now we're talking about 5'8", 185 pounds. And we're talking about a kid with 97 agility, 97 change of direction. We're talking about a kid with 80 catch and trap, 93 special catch. Now, got to get better as a receiver. Route runner 73, medium route runner 73. But this kid 85 deep threat right away. And then you're not jamming him at all. 98 off the release, 97 jumping at 5'8". You got Hollywood already that run by everybody and could be possibly one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league. Already, and then they go get this type of kid after they got rid of their 4th and 5th receiver. They go out and get another receiver, so they're not sitting on 3 receivers. They got 4 now. He's definitely going to be a special teams player for this team. But what happens now that Lamar Jackson got him another guy that can run by the entire defense?
Man, playmaker shorty.
Simple as that. Simple
Can't
as that.
Speed, 96
at
speed,
all.
96 to sell. So there's definitely a place for him in their system.
That high agility and change of direction is a game changer for them.
Everything. Definitely.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not mad at the pick because they got rid of Kendall Gibson and they got rid of Duvernay. So they definitely needed a special teams guy. And they got this kid in the 2nd round, I think, second round.
Round 2, pick 4.
Round 2, pick 4. Yep, and got an 84 overall, one of the better wide receivers in the draft. Now, what's his true overall?
True 81.
81. All right, so true 81. Got work to do. He's not coming in and being a guy where you just like, all right, Hollywood, sit down. Like, this kid got work to do, but he gonna be a problem in their RPO game. He's gonna be a problem when it comes down to jet sweeps and just the ball in his hand. Another one of those athletes with the football in their hand. They can be special. I think this kid can possibly be a 1,000-yard receiver year 1. And the Baltimore Ravens offense, I really do. Because you can't cheat Hollywood, so what the fuck you gonna do when he's on the other side with Pooh Hanna with that type of speed? See, the difference between Pooh Hanna and Angelo Griffin is Pooh Hanna trained up to that speed. Like he was a 94, and that turned into a 97. But this kid comes in like that already with that type of speed. I tell you, 96 and above speed is elite speed when they come in like that. If you got a guy 93, 94 speed and you got him up to a 97, 98, you're never going to feel that true 97, 98. It's never going to feel like Waddle walking by a guy, or Henry Ruggs walking by a guy, or Hollywood Brown walking by a guy. You're going to feel the elite speed, but it's not going to be that true elite speed because they started off, and gained on gain upgrades to get faster. These guys are already fast. Period. Like they already, they are track burners right away. We talked about Joe Carter, Dennis Elliott, 6'6", 230. Now I had this guy on my list. I was looking for a big body receiver. I think he could be a problem. The problem is, I just think the Colts have a bunch of receivers already, and they just keep getting a bunch of receivers. And they don't even throw the ball like that. So what are we doing here? You got a tight end body receiver that, not running by nobody, 90 speed, 88 excel, but he does have 97 special catch sneak. Is there any way that he could take advantage of this type of receiver, or should we be looking at this guy going somewhere else? What's his true overall? He's 86 right now on paper. He's also 81 on Woodnut. What are we going to get out of him? I mean, the Colts have a bunch of players. They just keep picking players. I don't know if they just like, all right, at this point, we just want whatever's the best player available. But, I mean, go look at the roster. You got guys already that deserve the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 wide receivers on this roster.
And you ain't gonna have 2 of them more than 11 catches on the season right now, bro. Like last season this year.
You drafted 3 rookies, and you signed Odell Beckham Jr. out of free agency.
I don't understand what we're doing. All right, so you drafted Taj Davis last year. Look at this. Let's just look at it. Taj Davis got drafted last year. He's a superstar. And Todd Davis had 31 catches for 612 yards, 3 touchdowns. He shit the bed, period. And if he has your highest reception, this was your number 1 receiver, he shit the bed. Now Zach Bowman was another guy that he picked up last year on Star. And what did he do? How many touches did this guy get on the season? 49 catches, 800. Now this was the guy. I respect this a little bit. I like this receiver. He put some work in. So right now that catapults him to his number 1 receiver, just stats alone. I said Taj Davis already. We got Zach Bowman. We're going down to Daz Newsome, haven't really touched the field. Demaryius is a rookie. Dwayne Tatum came in 2 years ago in the first draft. He had that first game that was like crazy, and with the speed he had, he's on normal and hasn't developed to anything at this point right now. Again, in his first game, he had that 3 touchdown game where he's running by with that 95 speed. But what did we do with him? I mean, he had 40 catches, 794 yards, and 9 touchdowns year 1, and then he shit the bed the next season. With that type of no development, no speed. So what are we doing with these receivers? You just stockpiling receivers, and you're not doing nothing with them. Dow Gray from last year, 6'4", 225. On Star, what did you do with him? Absolutely Nathan. 8 catches, 160. So you got more receivers than your receivers got catches right now. What are we doing over here? Like, I mean, you bring in Odell Beckham, maybe that helps. I don't know what he's. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on over here at all. Like, you bring. I don't know what to say because they just don't have the offense to get these guys the ball, huh?
Not to mention he drafted a rookie tight end last year. Actually, right. 2 rookie tight ends last year, right?
2 rookie tight ends last year, and Rick Ramsey and Ezekiel Winters. Ezekiel Winters was the fucking animal pick. This was the superstar that came out last year. And, you know, I would have think that if this is your guy that you want to get the football to most, look, 64 catches, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. So he's actually your offensive weapon right now. I'm about to unmute niggas. Why fuck hop off? Yeah. I'm unmuting them now. Alright. Yo, Max.
Good game, Max.
Nah, what Falk say before he hopped off? Who won? Good game, bro. Alright, so again, man, we looking at a whole bunch of receivers drafted for the the Colts, and he drafted a whole bunch of them last year, and he got 13 receivers on this roster. I just don't get it right now. Like, I mean, he know better, so I don't understand what he's doing. I said something to him when he was drafting tonight. Like, I mean, another safety, another corner, another receiver. Like, what are we doing? Like, where you getting better at? I don't understand it, and I'm just saying this because you start to see the separation from guys that really know what they doing and guys that don't. It's just that simple. Like, and Mike's one of those guys that know how to build a team. So I don't know if he's just in a situation where maybe he feel like he, you know, got his needs already, so they just luxury picks. Just having good, but when you picking in the top 10, you gotta be able to win in those picks, man. So I don't.
Looking at what he did, he didn't. I don't think he jumped at the wide receiver too early, like terribly early. But it's still just right. He's consistently drafting. He still drafted a couple this year. Got a couple out of free agency, etc. Like it ain't.
Them guys don't get the ball. Like Bowman, even as the kid Zach Bowman had a great year from him last year. He got to follow that up because he did the same thing with Tatum the year before. Started off, had a pretty good season with him, and then don't follow it up the next year. He barely can get a catch with him. Like he got to figure it out, bro.
It looks like they didn't, since they didn't develop or go up in trait, that he just kind of like fell by the wayside. He got his soldiers.
Right, or it just. Ain't too late for none of them, but if you can't use them, you can't develop them. Simple as that. If they not getting the ball,
it ain't too late. But in all actuality, Tatum's still on wood at 78 overall.
Right.
Normal 78 overall. This is third year in, basically. You know what I mean? So it's like that's just what happened. He ain't. There's Newsom what he's done.
But if Tatum go to somebody right now that can throw the football, that know how to get a receiver ball, he'll be a star by the week in his third game, guaranteed, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's that's the do's and the don'ts, the nays and the yays. All right, Dexter Johnson, 6'3", 232 pounds, out of Louisville. I remember you clearly saying, "What's the threshold to move a guy to tight end?" So I already knew what your thought process was, if you could have done it. This wasn't a need for you whatsoever. But what do you do with a guy like this? Is this somebody trying to send somewhere else? Do you what do you do with a guy like this? I mean 89 speed and XL. He really not even a go get it guy. He's a big. This guy could be a fucking fullback.
He was just a luxury pick.
Just a luxury. Yeah, I'm not mad at you.
Pick 7, round 7.
Sterling Noble, Florida State. So we had 3 receivers that were top 15 coming out of the draft, as far as draft order from Florida State. So that tells you what Florida State weapons look like during college last year too. Sterling Noble, 84 overall, Al's up. I don't know what his true overall is, but I know he's a true 93 speed, 93 XL. And this kid got 96 agility. This kid has 95 change of direction. This kid has 89 catching with the green arrows up, 83 catching trap, 96 special catch at 5'10", 176. He's the playmaker. And I think this was a definite needed situation for the Browns. I love this pick. I think this was absolutely a great pick for the Cleveland Browns over there to go along with Anthony Schwartz. Especially losing Odell.
Yeah, the Browns actually took 2 wide receivers in the draft.
Okay.
Noble was 3rd round, pick 1. And they also drafted Noble's 5'10". He's on hidden, and they also drafted Monty Clement, who's actually 6'1". And hidden as well.
Now, remember when we talked about the Browns as a whole, and we said this was a team that was loaded, and they had 2 players at each position already. But the one position we thought they could get better at was the receiver position, and they did exactly that. In my opinion, they got better at the receiver position with these picks. Amani Clement at 6'1", 211, good 90 speed, 93 speed, 93 XL. Solid receiver. I don't know if he on window or hidden. What is he though? Stars? Both of them stars?
Both are hidden. Both of them are hidden. I don't know what they are though.
I'm about to tell you right now what they are.
You gotta look at them, yeah. But
so we're looking at.
He actually bought a true number 2.
This man brought him a superstar in Monty Clement. So now they got them a superstar to go along with the superstar Anthony Schwartz. I think Anthony Schwartz might be an X factor. Yep. Now they got a superstar. Wes Welker is still that possession guy over there. Now Sterling Noble. I don't know if I don't think he's a superstar. Nah, I almost can guarantee not. Because we had the Florida State boys. I think they was all stars except for one. Joe Carter was the superstar.
80 overall. Threshold. That's not 93 speed.
Sterling is a star. Now Sterling dropped in the draft. He was the first round talent that turned red because he had marijuana issues. Flat out. So now what I like about this receiving core is Anthony Schwartz stretches the field. Now let's think about Coach Jr. and their offense. I got to play this team tomorrow, matter of fact. Anthony Schwartz stretches the field. Wes Welker is their possession guy. Sterling Noble is the athlete. He's a true slot receiver. In my opinion, he could do a lot of things from the slot, and he has good bounce to him. Enrique Spruce, 6'1", 197. He's there. He's more of a special teams guy. But Imani Clement can be the issue. He could be the game changer for this team over here. 6'1", 211. Superstar, 93 speed, 93 excel. He's a route runner, flat out. Now he gotta get better at short route running, in my opinion. 75, and he needed to be the same thing medium. But the deep threat presence is there. 85 deep threats. Noble is the 80 deep threat, but this kid really can go get it. So now they got two guys on the outsides that can really be a threat for their team. And they have catch and run guys. They can catch the ball and make plays after the catch over there in their system.
And I know we talking wide receiver, but all these wide receivers a perfect complement to the #1 pick in the draft. The tight end, Zach Weaver.
This was the first draft ever that we seen a tight end go #1 overall right now. Was this tight end worth the #1 overall pick? In my opinion, here's my thing. If this kid is a blocker as well as the receiving threat that we're looking at right now, now we've seen bigger tight ends, 6'8". 92 acceleration, makes him the second fastest tight end. Makes him the third fastest tight end to come out of our drafts. Kyle Pitts being #1. The kid Bryce Moss over there in Los Angeles Chargers, #2, and now him, 92. Special catch 94. But look, impact blocking is a 69, 1 point from a 70, which I'll give credit for as good. 70 and above blocking for for tight ends are like having 80 blocking linemen. So I like the 69 because it's 1 point away from being a 70. His lead blocking is a 70, 71 as well. Now the run blocking, 68 run block power, but then if you look at all this blocking stuff, they 70s across the board. So we have a legit blocker and a complete receiver threat at tight end. He's a vertical threat. He's a possession receiver. He can do everything. I love this pick. I think it was because of the team that they can steal a tight end at #1 because they didn't need much over there. They loaded on the defense, and this offense was just a few pieces away from complementing their coach's style of play, and they got exactly that in their tight end. This tight end will be a mismatch problem for anybody they face. And he's going to be early and often getting the football. Now, you come off of that tight end, then you go back to that receiver core. And they have every type of receiver. They complement each other, and they have every type of receiver they absolutely need for this team to be successful. A lot of us, remember him and know what type of style of play he plays with. These receivers all do exactly the things he needs them to do. They have two deep threats. I would say 3 with Noble and Clement. But we know Anthony Schwartz can take the top off of defense. And then they got those possession-catching guys that brings out the Bill Walsh offense that they want to run, which is, long handoffs, which is short passing, 4 yards here, 5 yards here, catch the ball at 4, catch it at 5, turn it into 10, 15. And what did the Baltimore Ravens struggle with in the Super Bowl? Drags going for, their 3-yard drags going for 15 to 20 yards. They have the makeup to do that right now. I like this team. I like the picks. I like both the receivers they picked up over here. I think this makes the Browns conversation to be talked about as one of the better teams in the AFC on paper. And if the shit adds up to what this coach is capable of doing, they can be one of the better teams in the AFC overall, or maybe more of a Vernon Davis from 49ers type of tight end. Nah, you're 100% right. I like that. I drafted projection for GETA Styles. Them niggas came out star. Alright. Yeah, so that's the Saints, yeah. We'll get to them again. Alright, so Snake, how do you feel about that receiver core? How do you feel about what the Browns did as far as the receivers they picked up?
I think it's definitely a to be continued, but on paper it looks like the coach came in with the plan, which is something like too many new people don't necessarily, some people just teams aren't always doing. He took that tight end, and the best way to open some things up is he also took a offensive lineman protection, but he got them wide receivers to try to open that field up. Something he's going to hit a lot of underneath stuff and some tight end and running back stuff. So I think that I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not
Ready
mad
to see
at
him
this
on the
at all.
field.
I'm not mad at it. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like in the AFC North. Marcus Robinson went to from Penn State, went to Green Bay Packers. 84. 82 overall, but he's 6'4", 215 pounds. Not blow the door off speed. 90 speed, 89 excel. He does have 90 agility, 92 change of direction. Um, 85 catch, 82 catch. Is this the old heads replacements? I don't think so.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think he is.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think he. I don't think he can replace a guy like Devontae Adams. Exactly.
77 overall.
I mean, the Packers had the Packers shit the bed for having a top 10 pick like that. I think what they picked at number 3, number 4 in this draft, and they didn't do a good job at all.
All right, so this is a 5th round. This is round 5, pick 3. This is just a best available or late round pick just to try to add a wide receiver. I need a young wide receiver. Let me pick him up, and bring him in, see if he can do some competing.
Right. All right, I guess so. Now the Seahawks went and got Dean Brackens. Any type of thing you talk about the Seahawks, no matter what they draft a receiver over here, tight end, anything. We still want to know who the hell is the quarterback throwing the ball to him. But Dean Brackens, 5'10", 180 out of Pittsburgh, 92 speed, 95 excel. He's solid receiver, 96 change of direction. He's 80 across the board when it comes down to catch and trap. Special catch, 92. And the short mount read meets the requirements of most of the receivers that came out this draft with 74, 75. On 73 deep ball. He's not a deep threat receiver. We're going to see this kid, possession catching. But we need a quarterback to throw him the ball over there. Other than that, I'm not mad at the pick. I don't know when he made this pick. But again, I'm not mad at it. We talked about Jerry Joseph, Mike Hurts. He picked up another one, 6 foot, 208 pounds out of Texas A&M, 88 speed, 95 excel. Now, this would have been a perfect pick for the Packers to replace Devontae Adams, because isn't this how Devontae Adams really was built? 89 speed, 95 excel. He had high excel now, but wasn't a burner up until the last couple of this. 95 special catch. I like this guy. Again, I just don't know who's throwing the ball to these Seattle Seahawks receivers. And once again, the Dolphins go and get another receiver, Colin Roberts, 6'5", 225. That's 5 receivers in the last 2 drafts. I'm not playing it out, but I just don't see the plan there. What you think, Max? I mean, out of Penn State though, 95 special catch. But he has that already. He drafted a superstar built exactly like this guy from last year. What if it's just a luxury pick though?
Can't be. It's not a luxury pick. Because 2 seconds after the draft, he's asking who got offensive linemen on the block. So,
Right.
Like,
Oh, so you just said it. Luxury pick, cut it out. Luxury pick, cut it out. Nothing else left. Now let's see what round he picked him in, and let's argue that. Let's argue that. What round did he pick this kid in? Let's see if he's right. 6th round, pick 23.
Okay.
What went in that 6th round? What went in that 6th round? Because we started the sim late 6th round. What pick was that? 6th round, pick 23, right?
Yeah.
We started to really people stopped being interested in the draft around. We started seeing those 69s and 50s and shit starting to come out. Then you might be right.
It might be right.
Might be right.
I ain't mad at it, man.
I mean, he picked up a big receiver that was on Superstar last year that played well late for him down the stretch. Kenny Barris for the Chicago Bears. This is the 3rd receiver on this roster that's the same type of build, same type of style of receiver. 90 speed, 93 excel from out of Florida, 5'11", 215, 79 overall with the arrows pointing up. So that means he's under that 79. He's a 76 physically on star. When did he pick him? Again, I don't see the game plan for this guy. He's never going to touch the field for this team. Maybe he doesn't have to. Maybe he's a special team guy. Another one of them 6th round, pick 27 though. So late pick, pick the best thing available. I ain't mad at it. Late pick. These the guys that don't make the roster eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got picked up late. They got to tell their family I got drafted by the Bears, and then in a week they working that path mark.
Till they get that Heineke or Kurt Warner call.
The Bucks drafted Alonzo Sessions from Texas Southern, 6'1", 183, 90 speed, 90 XL. Might be a late pick for him. I don't really see much happening here. Not especially after getting a Henry Ruggs and the trade. A sim pick. All right, cool. Another one of those guys. Now I think Sessions from where he from. I think he ain't going to path mark though. He might be he might work behind a pharmacy and shit at Walmart versus going to what's the name? Who else on there? Adonis Townsend went to the Cardinals. 82 overall, 90 speed, 90 XL. Again, this receiver must have been a late pick, luxury pick as well. There's no way he's playing not over there with that talent they got at receiver. He'll redshirt on his roster just because, and then next thing you know, he's on practice squad and won't see the field. 5th round pick 32. We keep going down to these young guys and see what else is available for us as we go to the receiver position. And we keep finding who. We go to Townsend. We already talked about him. Carl May, 6'3", 198 out of Ohio State. Now he ain't Johnny blazing speed, but he does have all the stuff you need as a receiver to be successful. I like everything about him except for the speed, because he got 95 agility. But then the agility and then the change of direction don't match up. But then you got 80 catch, 83 catch and trap, 95 special. But then he's a pure route runner over here. 80 short route running, 80 medium route running, 80 deep route running, 91 release, 95 jumping. This guy gonna play for him. Yeah, he's gonna play for him. Alright, that's the receiver position. I will do we're gonna start at tight ends tomorrow, and I will do the offensive lineman, and we're gonna throw it on the ball with the gurus. Now, on a real talk segment with Shoguns as the co-host, what we'll do is we're gonna break down teams individually and do the grade system where we give them a grade on how they did in their drafts. So outside of that, I appreciate y'all all. Today wasn't a stressful day at all in the draft. I'm gonna be honest with you. At times it got stressful for me. Just talking as the head commissioner, I got to run the draft and all that stuff. I had plenty of help, guys. It was very, very helpful for me today. I don't know, Snake. I guess I'll ask you on closing moments right now. Just watching the draft and where guys went, and how guys drafted. Do you think guys got it figured out right now? Because it felt like every time I turned around, something that I had on my board was gone. So is that guy's having it figured out, or are we still getting too much OP drafting at positions that's not needed?
I think we've seen a couple of scenarios in this draft, man, and it's kind of, a lot of things happen in circle.
Right.
So one thing we definitely seen, I think that it's a league of running backs.
Right.
We saw some running backs doing some special things, or borderline doing some special things last year, and we've seen people want to jump and get some running backs this year. So once one guy went, they started going.
We had a runoff in quarterbacks in the first draft, and then let's remember the second draft we had a runoff of safeties in the first round, and then the third draft we had a runoff of running backs. What will be the runoff position next year? Because that's how it went, and it seemed like the first person that pulled the trigger on a position that you're not expecting to go. We know we don't really expect running backs to go like that way they did today, right? And what you do is we start to see a first round back go. Every year we've seen a first round back go, but then this season you saw the first running back go, but we saw the top 10 back go before. But we saw 2 go in the top 10 this time around. Then we saw 3 in the top 15, and then we saw 4 in the top 20.
Top 20. In the first round in general.
In the first round. And that's not even including what we saw in the second round as well.
In the second round, because we know that the 49ers got his in the second round. So
right.
Definitely just.
So, but my thing is this. We'll talk about this tomorrow, we'll talk, but how many guys got better? Did the rich get richer? Did some of the guys? I mean, I thought the Rams, when I was watching shit pop up for him, I thought he had a good draft. For his first draft, yeah, I thought the Rams had a good draft. I really impressed with what Cleveland did. Even they had the luxury of picking, but because they have the roster they have, they didn't lose on what they picked.
The Rams did have a little bit of luxury of having a little bit. I mean, the Browns had a little luxury of having a little bit of having some core pieces set in already.
Right.
So you can actually really go out there and really just get what you want.
Exactly.
And he was able, and then possibly the way maybe was deep in wide receiver or deep in some positions, he was actually able to come back and fill in the gap in some spots later on.
All right.
So the Saints, I know we'll go back in it and look in it tomorrow. We did say he had the luxury of having the picks, but we see so. I mean, just saying that.
What did he do with those 3 seconds? That's what we had to do. What did he do with those 3 seconds?
I think I actually was going through and looking at, and he actually did decent over there, with his picks. I actually.
Because when he was picking, it looked like he was winning on everything I see come off the board.
When I actually went through his team, I actually have to say he actually did a good job drafting over there, I believe, man. So, all right. So I know he took them wide receivers. Let's skip the 2 rookie wide receivers and go right to. He took an offensive lineman.
I seen he took an offensive lineman early too, right?
I think he took 3 offensive linemen when I was looking. He got 1 round 5, pick 16. He's actually an 80 over. He's a star. He took another rookie offensive lineman. This had to be his first pick. 83 overall.
And he drafted that offensive lineman with his first pick?
I'm looking. Yep.
My man on his shit right now, but that's what's up.
First round pick 16. So that's 2 offensive linemen and a 3rd offensive lineman. He's an 81 overall. He's 79 overall. He's normal, but he's still an 81 with his stuff. That was a 2nd round pick, 27. Okay. So he drafted 3 offensive linemen. I saw a linebacker over here. Hold on. He drafted a defensive end.
Okay.
6'6", 86 speed.
He got better at DMing. I thought we might have spoke too soon.
He's 77 overall, but he's normal. Let me look. Like I said, I was going through when we were talking before. Now, this is a 6th round, pick 16. That's not a bad defensive end. 86, 66. Let's see. I think he drafted something else young over here. Drafted another defensive end. He's on Woodnudge, 70 overall. But he got the players to develop him. He got a D tackle, 6'8", 345. Tawan Wade out of Louisville.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see.
Dog.
Let's see.
I'll go check him out 2 seconds to see what type of high-end is he. What type of high-end is that boy doing?
Second round, pick 31.
Which one was that? The D tackle?
That's the D tackle. And see, the other thing, when I said he could have drafted a linebacker, he didn't really have to, because he did take a tweener safety, and he got 4 the tweener safety over there. So he actually has an extra linebacker. He got a cornerback as well, Frank Carruthers.
So this was one of those second picks? The D tackle?
Round, pick 16.
No, the D tackle. That you're talking about that was hitting. He got a star in the 2nd round on one of them 2nd round picks. Where's the other 2nd round went?
Offensive lineman. I believe he's a star.
Okay.
No, that was round 5. My fault. Hold on. One of these.
We got Sean Jones on Woodnudge.
Oh, he's a star. All right, so the left guard was in the 2nd round. He's a star. Damian Benjamin.
The D tackle, Taiwan. He's a star. 2nd round, you said, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the left guard in the center, Darren Wilcox, drafted second round, pick 27.
So he picked up 2 linemen with two of them second round picks, right?
Right.
All right. When did he get Sean Jones, the cornerback? That's the 80 overall, and with the second round pick 16. So he'll go to second round pick right here.
Pick 16.
So this was his pick, and with the Bears and Ravens picks, he got 2 linemen. You said.
Right. Left guard in the center.
All right.
Got
so
2 cornerbacks. Damn. Round 4, pick 16.
So when did the D tackle get picked? He got Frank Caruthers too. I called him Ray. 6 foot out of Texas.
Round 4.
He said he got one of them linemen in the first round.
Second round. Which one did you get? All right. Oh, he got the left guard in the first round. My fault.
So that means that D tackle went in the second round, right?
Yeah, the D tackle in the second round. My bad.
All right, and Frank is a star. He drafted a star corner. So he kind of did his thing, bro. He might have did a really good job, bro. Oh my God.
That's what I said. He actually, all right. The left guard was the first round pick. So the center and the D tackle. And the cornerback, I think it was.
Yeah, he got Tawan Bright, the D tackle, second round, 6'8", 345 on star, but he got 98 strength with the owls pointing up. He already had Diggs, Peyton Turner has been over here, Alex Bennett, and then he picked up James Wheaton, probably a luxury pick, 6'6", 294, defensive end. Probably just a pickup, and you got Trent Colbert. So he went too deep on the D line in the last 2 drafts. I like that. That was Colbert. Is he on hitting? Nope, normal, but he still got size. Yeah, Biggie from last year. Yep, he got Biggie and Fred, the kid Fred, the other don, Fred Diggs. Yes, ma'am. You gotta be back up for work, right? So I ain't do a bad job, man. What my boy Harold said. Harold Packs in here, workflow, grand rising, grind, great job to all y'all. Keep I can't even read this shit. I have no idea what he'll be talking about. Just say dilly.
Grand risings, non-stop guru grinds.
Great job to all y'all helping to keep our shit a dat. Alright, man. Bro, with the Guru Snake, I appreciate your help, my boy. We went through 2 hours of really combing through the skill positions, man. And I still haven't really been able to cycle through my team and look through what I did and what I got, what I'm moved to do. I'm about to do that right now. Take a breather. Other than that, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Holla at us. Good morning. Top of the morning for y'all. Holla at us.